The Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Think about it. We'll get into everything that we're going to get into as we go along, but I got to rant real quick. But why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? And I don't care what the record is. You show up for a fucking rivalry game. But he's actually talking to him constantly. That is a sign of a really, really good coach.
It's the Todd Fox Postgame Podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Because the only thing I want to yell is, fuck! Hey, welcome into another episode of Halos in the Infield. And, it is the postgame show a little late today on a Sunday. Sundays are usually family days, so it's kind of hard for me to get in on a family fun day, but it is what it is. But the good thing is about that is that the Angels got the win today. They go to 2-1. They improve with a 6-0 win, so that's pretty nice to see for the Angels. And moving forward, you want to think that the Angels are going to be in a better spot playing, teams like Oakland and stuff like that and getting easy W's. But, you never know. This team likes to make things harder than they usually are. And, as far as the Angels are concerned today, a shutout win, only allowing 2 runs in 3 games to Oakland. Or 3 runs in 2 games to Oakland. That's kind of what you expected going into this one. You just didn't expect that 2-1 loss in the first game. I'm going to get into all that in a second here, and also I'm going to try to get Instagram up because Instagram is failing, but I'm going to give it another feed here. So hopefully if I can get this to respond real quick, just bear with me real quick, and then I'll go through the whole spiel as we get started here on Halos in the Infield. So hopefully you guys and gals out there enjoyed the game today. Let's see here. Let me kick in live. I'm going to go on live on my phone here, so hopefully everybody can see right there and jump in, and I can get there. You go. So the Angels get the win here today, 6-0. Welcome into the show. Instagram we're live now on Instagram, and I'll be able to pick up some comments on YouTube and maybe even Facebook, because Facebook went live as well, so that we're picked up on there. So with that being said, let's get started on what happened here today. You got Logan O'Hoppe, which a lot of people are. Look, well, before I get into Logan O'Hoppe, I'll just say this about the series with Oakland. You got 2 wins against a team that you should have swept, basically. And it's sort of bittersweet. You won the series. You did what you have to do. So I'm not going to be all Debbie Downer on us, but I will say it would have been better to get the sweep. So now that we're locked in on Instagram as well, I will say this real quick. 714 tickets. 714 tickets is your place to be nowadays. They have coupled with us, Halos in the Infield. You'll be able to get 10% off of your purchase just by mentioning Halos in the Infield abbreviated in the promo code, which is HITI. That also qualifies you for a free jersey from Halos in the Infield and 714 tickets. Plus, you get 5% back on your next ticket purchase. So I really implore all of you to go to 714 tickets and get your tickets there. There's no hidden fees. Excellent customer service. So with that being said, Angels go to 2-1. Logan O'Hoppe, a guy like Randy, who's on this page, and a few others have been saying it, they think that he could be Rookie of the Year. And you know what? They may be right. I went skeptical in this. I'm glad. One thing you can understand with the catching situation, we don't have a problem so far with a guy like O'Hoppe, whether it's his age, whatever you want to call it, playing back-to-back games. He's not out there, wussing out, not being able to perform. He's out there playing his butt off. And he's getting playing back to back. So he's got 3 games in a row where he's been able to start for the Halos, and he's not sitting there, requesting time off already or injured like Statue Sassy. He's got a home run and 6 RBIs. His first Angels home run this year. I think he hit a couple last year with the Halos. I may be wrong on that one, but he cleared the wall. That's the best point of it right there. He got 3-run lead for Tyler Anderson. Tyler Anderson, he didn't look great, but he looked good. And that's all you need. And he got into trouble in the first 2 innings, but he settled it down, and he pitched really good. And so he finished out the game pitching his butt off, getting the win. for the Angels. And then also, it just seemed to work out the way that it pitched today. The bullpen looked all right. Estevez looked a little shaky in the ninth inning. But we're going to go over the stats real quick. And then you had two bombs, two absolute missiles by Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. And that's what you like to see. Trout's a traditional slow starter. He almost got the cycle today. You had a home run and a what is it called? A home run, and then you had a double, a single, and he was just short the triple. So it's one of the hardest things to get. But Tyler Anderson, let's go over his numbers. 6 innings, 4 hits allowed, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 93 pitches. That's about where you want him. And then you got Andrew Wantz right there with 2 innings pitched, clean. 2 strikeouts, so that's really good. Estevez a little bit shaky, but he still struck out the side in the ninth inning. As far as the players, you gotta be enthusiastic about Taylor Ward. He had 3 more hits today, 3 for 5. He got on base, he got guys in, and look, that's what happens here today. 3 for 4 from Mike Trout, 2 RBIs on the walk, so he had 5 plate appearances. Shohei Ohtani had the 1 dinger today. Matt Thaiss came in for him later. Renfroe got his first hit. Drury went 0 for 4, so you want to see him get off the schneid here soon. Renifo did draw a walk today, but he still is looking for his first hit. Urshela, after the last couple games of playing pretty good, he went 0 for, so you can't expect too much. I mean, guys are going to have an off night. That's fine. But Ohapi, 3 hits. Today with a home run and or he had 2 hits, a home run and 3 RBIs, and then Fletcher came in there 1 for 4. And I will say this: if I had to pick out one thing that I was negative on today, it would be Fletcher. I think Fletcher, he just looks uncomfortable up there. That little slash at it swing where it should be ground balls, singles to left or stuff like that. He's uppercutting too much, and he just doesn't look comfortable up there. I don't like what he's providing for the Angels, but it is what it is. We're going to get some calls here today. I'm going to get into some of these comments as well, because let's see, I'll jump into these in about a minute. But my take on this series is you did what you had to do. You won the series. But you could easily have swept these Oakland A's. The Minnesota Twins took out the Kansas City Royals in 3 games pretty easily. Today they got the sweep in Kansas City. That's what the Angels should have did to the Oakland A's. The freaking what is it called? The A's are something like 20. No, the Angels are 21-31 against, or no, 21-30 in their last 51 games against Oakland. That's not good. Oakland hasn't been really good except for 1 year here, 3 years off, this and that. They got to get themselves together and be more consistent against lower teams like the Oakland Athletics. We will get to some sound bites here, or not sound bites. We'll get some phone calls in a little bit, but I'm getting into some of these comments before we get into anything, and then I'll start making the phone call. Well, not the phone calls, but I'll start with everything else, the phone calls and whatnot. So let me get to some on the what is it here on Instagram. Dylan says, I love baseball. Ohapi by 74 speed. Logan Ohapi is our rookie of the year. Dylan says Ohapi is a rookie of the year. Javio. Let's see. Jim checks in with word of the day, Rendon. And that's the other thing. Thank you, Jim, for reminding me. Rendon plays 2 on and then 2 off. Or a day off. Well, he had 2 off already because the Friday. They didn't play on Friday. So Rendon apparently bruised his knee going into the tarp yesterday, had the day off, and then, of course, Fletcher gets the start for him, goes 1 for 4. Soft as Charmin. I look, a lot of people are on him for going after the fan, for what he did last year and this and that. I still got to see him break out of it. I am not going to be on Tony Two-Bag's side until he breaks out of it. He has not earned 10% of his contract yet. Just because you show up to the ballpark, whether you're hurt or not, does not give you the right to get that contract, in my opinion. You got to start balling out, and you got to start freaking hitting. And until he starts doing that, I'm still going to be anti-Rendon. I want him to succeed. I don't want him to waste money, even though it's funny for Artie because I hate Artie. But for the team, you want what's best for this team. And we all know if you have a healthy Rendon, a Rendon hitting on all cylinders. He's walking, he's doubling, he's hitting home runs in the clutch, and we have an even stronger lineup. So why would I not want him to do good? It's just that he's not doing good, so I'm calling him out for it. Also, implore is the big word. Big Hammer 20 says we could be a division today in if Texas loses. It is way too early to be talking about that. Please win against our division. Also, we got a harder schedule coming up with Trastros and M's. Philly sucks right now. Can't beat the Rangers. Let's see. Light that baby up, Matty Matt says. When WrestleMania 39 sort of has a little competition from Todd Heedy, just saying. Yeah, there's a lot of people on that are watching the show today. Obviously WrestleMania is local, so I didn't appear, and then having the Instagram problems, that's been another problem on here. But I didn't appear to steal any ratings from them, that's for sure. Matty Matt says, don't be so disrespectful to Rendon. And well, I'm sorry, man, I have to be. The pitchers love touching Ohtani, or I don't know what EQ is meaning by that. Let's go down and hear some of these comments over here on YouTube. Let's fucking go. Let's settle the series down. We got this one already, one down, more to go. Jason says, was a tad nervous that Estevez was going to blow it like Seattle. Ohapi jump-starting the offense again, Rye says. Light that baby up. The Angels won the series versus the A's. Robert says, Halo's win is fun because of family. And I'm in the better mood. Yeah, the family doesn't have to suffer, right? Jason also says Juan's throwing cheddar up there. He did throw a lot of heat. Big 20 says hi. Nats fan says Ohapi just needs to be the catcher. Oh, I couldn't agree anymore. We can get a pitch clock on Todd starting his Instagram. Sorry, Robert, but I do have some family over myself today, and I was that game ended so fast, man. I'm telling you, these games are ending so quick. Took the series, and thank you for the 10% discount on my opening day tickets for Ohtani and show. You're welcome, Dan. And 714 tickets. Help Dan Rios get his tickets. Also, I called Trout and Ohtani's home run, Mateo says. Ohapi's home run today was the first for his career. Okay, there you go. And then Dan says Rookie of the Year. Taylor Ward looking good at leadoff. He sure is. I was a little worried about that we couldn't score in the first 4 innings. That's always the problem in freaking Oakland. For whatever reason, that field looks like 500 times bigger than any other baseball field, yet we still struggle on getting runs up there or run support in general. Keep on moving and good things will happen, Nats fan says, getting people on base, I think. She also says Fletch still has a growing issue. That shouldn't affect his swing too much, maybe him running, but Ohapi is the man, Randy says. Jason says, I like seeing we are working on the counts deeper. Yeah, that comes from Thames. I'm going to start calling him out and giving him more credit. Light that motherfucker up. We're going to take Oakland this year. We're going to take the division. That's what he's calling for. Randy's saying what's up. Hit that like button as well. Angels versus Padres. Angels Game 7 World Series. Hey, Hayes, you're getting that early. Halo honk. Got to get our offense more fluent if we're going to win against Seattle. Mariners aren't exactly like hitting on all cylinders either, but their pitching does scare me. I will admit their pitching really does scare me. Nevin said that the start that Sunday would be Rendon's day off and not to panic people. I know it, but still, we got to see him do stuff. And if look, Rendon right now is the basketball equivalent to load management. I mean, that's what it looks like. He looks like our Kawhi Leonard. Hayes says all the girls about to start calling Ohapi Opapi. Oh yeah, you'll see that happen. Don't give him any ideas. Hey, two on and a day off, it's fine as long as it keeps him healthy. We already know that he's aging. Let's get over it. Relax, Randy. I never would have figured you for a Rendon guy, especially after last year. But I know he's gotten on your good side. But let's pump the brakes. I want to see him put numbers up before I start saying, singing Tony Two Bags praise. He could punch anybody. He could literally punch out 10 Dodgers in a row, like with his fist. But if he's still hitting 0-0-0 or he's hitting below the Mendoza, I don't care if he punches Dodger fans, Dodger players. I don't care. That's not going to do nothing for me. I have to see something on the field. I'm tired of him not either playing because he needs to rest, because he's not 40 or 50. I'm older than this son of a bitch. I could play every day. I'm just saying. Let's see. Also, George Skittles at WrestleMania. Oh, geez, that guy. Phil Nevin said hello to me today. That's right. Mateo was in attendance today. Who had the worst series, Rendon or Rocks in the outfield? Ha! Yeah, that is. That is a mic drop right there by my boy Randy. Yeah. Obviously they did. Let's see. Also, Seattle series, first series that is going to show how good this team truly is. That's true. An early season test. It's and then the Toronto one. Don't forget about that one right after. XNC says it's everyone stays healthy. We're going to be different team this season. Eric's here drinking his cares away with the Oakland fans. Urshela and Drury, no hits today. Time to bring up Squid. Oh, don't you go there. If I had a reverse honk, you would get it. This team does better with even Rendon in the dugout, just saying. Okay, and then Mateo says, oh, Tony. And I don't even think Rendon has earned the nickname Tony Two Bags. I agree. Rendon came out in the beginning of the year saying he's going to have a breakout year. Yeah, I am one of those that have to say I want to see it on the damn field first before I get before I get excited about anything. Also, Big Hammer says, I got some good news and bad news today. Uh-oh. Dodgers fans are not welcome. They sure aren't. Matt Bedingo checks in. What's up, my boy? He says, I thought live post games were only going to be on YouTube. Looks like we're on here, too. I'm trying to figure it out to get it on both forms. Instagram from Lula kicked me out. So hopefully by this week when their tech support comes in, because they don't work the weekends, then I'll figure out what's going to happen for that Seattle series, whether we're going to be able to do this a simulcast or one's going to be behind each other, or I'm just going to go YouTube exclusive. I have a good feeling about this year, Matty Max says. Juice Main says, let's go. Dylan says, Logan is my starting catcher all day, every day. Grillmaster checks in, says, stay on for a while. I'm going to start working out, then I'll call in. Oh, well, of course, since you said that. Ohapi starting tomorrow, Thice on Tuesday. I like that. If you can go with 4 days on 74 Speedy with a catcher like Ohapi, and if he's on pace to be doing what we think he's going to do, or Randy thinks he's going to do, hell yeah, you want to play him more. Because I'll tell you this right now, if it was Statue Stassi, he'd have the same Rendon schedule. Oh my God, I played yesterday. I can't play tomorrow. I still got to paint my nails for the next game so the pitchers can see my fingers. Oh, and I got a hangnail on my big toe. I can't bend down that long. I'm not good enough to DH or first base. Oh, I got to rest now. You better put Thice in. No. It ain't going to happen with Ohapi. I'll give Ohapi one hell of a shot here. He's going to go up and he's going to play more than he's going to sit. Jack says, won the series. Also, Ohapi, Trout, Otani were great today. Two-bagger Phillies, and he's talking about the Phillies coming back. Jacob Brunning says, because the Pirates are not looking to win, we should trade David Bedard for our bullpen. You know what? That's true. The Pirates and the Reds, I would look at for pitching depth come down the deadline, especially if we're in contention. Those teams are habitual sellers. Same thing with Miami. Miami, although out of the three, Miami probably asks for more in return. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, they get fleeced quite often. The Yankees really take advantage of those two teams, especially the Pirates. And then it seems like the Reds, our boy DePoto up in Seattle, fleeces them more than anything. He's gotten like half of the good Reds talent over the last 5 to 10 years. Also, let's see, if Estevez freezes up, you bring in Joyce before the All-Star break. I think he's going to be up before then, to be honest with you, Jason. I do think he's going to come up a lot earlier than a lot of people think, dude. I really, really have a good feeling about him playing in the with us here coming up soon. So I'm looking forward to that. I just don't see a situation where he's going to be down there very long. He's too good to be down there. Let's see. Also, H&L Lefty says, where do you think Walsh will fit when he comes back? He's going to have to play first base. He can't go the outfield. But guys like, he's going to have a battle with Drury and Urshela just buying for playing time. They're going to have to, figure things out. And it's a good problem to have. Nevin's going to have to see who's going to be hotter and who's not. Let's see. Also, Rally Chris checks in with first win of 2023. Let's go. Nats fan says it said that Ohapi come in on his day off just to catch for Anderson and get to know him. So, yes, Ohapi wants to learn and play. Hell yeah. And then also, as Joyce used as a closer, he is used as a closer, and he will come in here as a closer as well. So we'll have to see when he does, though. And then what will Roger Lodge be saying tomorrow? Well, he's going to start off by probably saying this.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Yeah, he wants John Stamos and balls. It's gonna translate more when I get it on here, but I can't switch over to my transitions until we get well, I can on YouTube. So let's see here. I'll put up the Stamos Award. No, I won't. I don't want to funk with the program because like I've worked really hard to get it to this state because Lula is so effed up. So what I'm going to do, and like I said, simulcast will be better for next week probably. But for right now, dude, I'm just going to roll what I got. Well, see, and I got pushed into it, and I'm going to do it. Performance will easily go to Mike Trout. We're going to give it to Mike Trout today. Trout went 3 for 4, almost had the cycle, had the home run, so he gets the John Stamos Award for best player. Now, for the Nacho Night, if you guys can hear this, again, on YouTube you can see it, but not on Instagram, unfortunately.
All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos. All the nachos. All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole. So
right there on YouTube, there it is. The Nacho Night for presented to you by former hitting coach Paul Sorrento. Paul Sorrento, the worst hitting coach of all time, along with Pokemon Jeremy Reed from last year. But his Nacho Award for Nacho Night is going to go to the Oakland starting pitcher today, and I forgot his name. Let me look it up real quick. His name was Waldachuk. You just know it's an effed up name if it's Oakland. So Waldachuk or Wadachuk or whatever the Chuck. Either way, he chucked the ball and it went over the fence. So either way, the Angels obliterated him. He pitched 5 2/3, gave up all 6 runs. He did have 4 strikeouts, but again, giving up 3 home runs is pretty bad. So he got lit up and he gets our Nacho Night Award. Into some more right here. Cowboy Carlos says, Statue Stassi now competing with Thice. Yeah, if I'm Thice, I'm like, damn, I need to get some hits and fast. Also, yeah, the girl, let's see, yeah, but guaranteed we're going to have to worry about Loop pitching in Seattle. We're going to have to worry about a couple guys. Still haven't seen Quijada, and he could be wild at times as well. Rally Chris says, what is Papa Fox saying about the first series win? Like, he was like me. He was happy, but he was like, we should have swept them. So there you go right there. Also, Roger Lodge is going to be saying, I told you we were going to win 2 out of 3. But, we always wanted that sweep, but we didn't get it. And 714 tickets will have you going to the game. If you buy right now, you can go tonight. So that's basically what he'll be saying because, he's like us. He pushes 714 tickets because it's a great entity. But he also likes to honk his own honk and say, it doesn't matter that we lost that first game. We lose a lot of games because I'm Roger Lodge and you have to stay positive like Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is positive 24/7. So, yeah, he'd be saying stuff like that. All right, let's see. Get back to a couple of these comments here before we hit the phones. The Angels outscored the A's 17-3. Jacob Brunning says the Angels are in the playoff position by the trade deadline. Would you see them trading for the Brewers' Devin Williams? Or most likely not to happen, Corbin Burns. Now Corbin Burns is a guy that could come here in free agency. He has some California ties. He's a good ace. He's a pitcher I would love to have. And as far as Devin Williams from the WBC in last year, solid pitcher. I would love to see both of them. But you would have to give up a lot to get both of those players or even one of them. Well, I mean, more Burns than Williams, but still, Williams is a get. So if I would trade for one, it'd be Williams, and I would wait to see what happens with Ohtani next year before I make – because, look, my fallback would be getting a pitcher like Burns next year who will be a free agent. So next year there's about 10 or 11 pretty decent to elite starters on the free agency market. So that you have to have a backup plan just in case. Also, let's see. You're right. Let's see. Hold on. Matty Matt says, "Don't be disrespectful to Magic Johnson." I have to be. You know how it is. It's an easy layup with that joke. It really is. Jason says, first of all, can't wait to see the Angels come up with a home run celebration. We've been told it won't be the hat or the chain. Think it will be a Thor hammer. Oh, that would have worked if Thor was still here. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm hoping they are very creative. Todd, if Ohapi gets Rookie of the Year, you got to give me his jersey on birthday. Okay, Randy, that is a deal. If he's Rookie of the Year, I will get you the jersey style of your choice on me. And from my hookup, you will get a brand new freaking Ohapi jersey. I might even get you like a hat. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, if he's rookie of the year, I'm going to pay that. I'll get you a hat. You guys heard it here first. A hat of his choice and a jersey. Right there, Mateo says, Jason, can you please play or James, can you please play the replay of the home runs, please? Rye says, Sandoval and Anderson looking good this series. Let's see what Detmers and Suarez bring to the table. Rye, I have a really good feeling about Suarez. I think a lot of people are overlooking him. Like Randy is stuck on Ohapi, and I get it, but I'm kind of stuck on Suarez. I had a really good feeling about him finishing last year. He pitched very strong because most of last year in the beginning, he couldn't get you out of the 5th inning. He couldn't get out of the 4th inning sometimes. He looked good for the first 3 and then shit the bed in the 4th or the 5th. But then as the year went on, he started to look better and better and better. And he started to look a lot like these Houston pitchers that come through and just all of a sudden they start adding innings and they start eating innings and they start pitching dominant. And I think he's getting there. I think with all the starting pitching that the Angels have either up in the league or down below with Bush and all those other guys coming through the system, I think we're overlooking a guy that's already starting here with us. I really do. I love his moxie. Let's see. Also, Hayes says Mariners are in last right now. It is way too early, but it's still funny as fuck. Yeah, you get it, Ace or Hayes. Smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you, Jason. Mateo loves the hat. Also, Jason or Baldrass Rally Monkey hat. That's true. Kind of sad that the players don't sign autographs on the road. Why is that? Because they don't trust the fans. You saw what happened, Mateo, with the other day with your boy Rendon. Rendon didn't exactly get all the love up there. Yeah, apparently we have a lot of wrestling fans. Olivia says, Ohapi is our catcher. He is our everyday catcher. Yes, but catchers don't play every day anymore, which is unfortunate. If you guys want to call into the show, you may or may not hear it on Instagram. That's the only problem with us not linked up. But here, we'll throw it out there right now, 714-598-3221, 714-598-3221. We'll take a phone call or two as we wrap up this Sunday with the Halos getting a win. 2 out of 3. So here we go right now. It's the Halo Hawk line.
Hey, it's the Lone Star Halo. I went to the high school on Scripps Ranch High School there.
Scripps Ranch. Let's see what kind of a mascot. Let me go to my mascot honk here. You guys were the Scripps Ranch Goats?
We're the Scripps Ranch Roger Lodges.
Oh boy, what a college right there. What was your mascot? A big forehead and a bad spray tan?
It was a fake. It was a toupee, is what it was.
Oh, that's right on point.
Dude, what a series. Yeah, I'm with everyone. Hey, it would have been great to win opening day. But, minus a couple of bad pitches from Tepera and Loop, the first game wasn't horrible either. The offense was kind of asleep and that kind of sucked, but clearly they've woken up since then. Maybe it was the fact that they changed their hitting coach. But honestly, I think you dropped the ball on the John Stamos Award. I think it should have gone to 2 people, or I guess 3 technically. The first should have gone to Matt Stassi for getting hurt at the right point of the year, because now we know what we've got in Logan Ohapi, and everyone's like, Matt Stassi who? And I think the other 2 winners should have been Rocks in the outfield. We won a series and we didn't have to hear from those bozos on Twitter all weekend.
Ooh. When will we hear from Rocks in the outfield, by the way? They have a lot of it's sort of like I don't know if this will date me, but if anyone knows I Love Lucy and the famous Ricky Ricardo when he said, Lucy, you got some explaining to do. They have some explaining to do after their actions were obliterated all over Twitter and Instagram. Woo! I hate to be them right now because I know they like covering the Halos, but we didn't hear, like you said, one thing all weekend.
Dude, that Ricky Ricardo action was pretty good. If I didn't know any better, I think I would go to your house and you and your fiance would be sleeping in separate beds but in the same room.
Don't tempt her. She might just go with that. But
and more room for you. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah,
if I'm a dude who isn't a queen size bed of myself, okay, it's not bad. It's been worse.
Yes, true. but yeah, man. Go ahead.
Good weekend. Good. 2 out of 3 is not bad. We got what I call the Rally Chris series because your boy Rally Chris always says 2 out of 3.
Note to Randy on this one. He needs to come up with a graphic for when we do get a 2 out of 3 like this with Rally Chris. That way he knows. You know what I mean? We got to give him his love.
There you go. Well, I don't know if Randy's going to like having more work. It's WrestleMania Sunday. So
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
He's getting psyched just like I am. They're about to kick off here in a couple minutes. So I'll let you go to the rest of the calls. Have a good night, Halo fam.
Thank you very much, Fernando. Enjoy WrestleMania. That leaves an open line right there, 714-598-3221. Mateo says, A's got shut out because we took all the fight out of them yesterday. Yeah, we obliterated them yesterday. It's a Halo honk line.
Yo, it's Supra.
Supra, how you doing, my man? How'd you enjoy the win today?
Yes, we won. Thank God. I was worried about the fourth inning, but I'm happy obliterated that ball and unlocked the offense. That's good. So.
Yep.
I mean, it's 2 out of 3. We won series, so I think we're good. I actually got like PTSD in the first game because it felt like Jeremy Reed was coaching that shit.
Yep.
But game 2, I felt good, and game 3, I felt good. And now we need to beat the fuck out of Seattle. I did not like him too much, especially from last year.
Yeah. I think the test game is going to be Sunday. I think when we go up against, we have Otani and Luis Castillo. I'm really looking for not Sunday, the Wednesday game. It's either Wednesday or Thursday, but anyway, that's the test game right there, man. Luis Castillo easily pitched great in his first start. He looked really good, and then you have Otani, of course, coming off 10 strikeouts. It's in Seattle. Seattle's got a stingy bullpen. That is going to be an early season test for the Angels. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I think we're up to a hot start. And Seattle, okay, so like Mike Trout, if you pitch him in Seattle, he's very bomb. So he's going to hit a lot of fucking home runs in that series, I'm going to guess. According to, I'm not going to jinx anything, but yeah, actually, I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx anything, but yeah, I think we'll do good.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, like other people like Ortiz, 4311's on here saying Ohapi should be our number 1 catcher. He had a couple of gasps, but he calls a good game behind the plate, and he's a potential rookie of the year. Do you agree with that, Supra?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
go
ahead.
Is there any other people like that is considered to be rookie of the year? I forgot. I'm not too sure.
No, he's our only true rookie on the team so far.
How about the other leagues for the AL? I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, Volpe, yeah, but I think has a good shot if he continues his ways.
Yeah, I mean, obviously at the catcher's position, like say for instance, a left fielder had a good year as a rookie, maybe hit 26 homers and 78 RBIs or something like that. But Ohapi hits like 25 and 60. I think he would get rookie of the year just because he's at the catcher's spot. Because there's not too many teams that have a good catcher that can be offensive and defensive, and he could do both.
Yeah. I think if Ohapi also shows his defensive side, which is really good. I've heard his rating is pretty good, but his like pop time is like 1.7 or something, which is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
But if he proves that, the major leagues, I think he has a good shot. And I think Matt Statue Stassy needs to level up this game, or he's screwed. He's gonna be in AAA.
Yeah, he possibly could. I mean, if he could play his way right off the damn squad, because again, he still have a year or so left. I think his contract it's after this year, but I don't think that they would mess around with him if he has another 225, 230 type year and is not getting not getting on base. The more he does that, the more they're not going to give it to him, and he's going to wind up finding himself out of a job.
Well, yeah. So, and I think you mentioned earlier about like Walsh and stuff. Like it's like Walsh and Stassi got hurt. Really, like last year, we were like, oh my god, now we have to call up Squid and stuff like that. But now we're like, okay, sure. Here's Fletcher and Urshela. Have a great day.
Yeah, exactly. We have weapons. Yeah.
And Squid is like he could be a good contact hitter, but he just tries to hit like Barry Bonds, and he just strikes out or fucking flies out. It's annoying as shit.
Yeah.
Like Matt Duffy too, and like he's not on our team anymore. It's annoying. Like he tries to hit like Barry Bonds, but he either pops out or like hit ground balls. It's annoying. But anyways, I think we're hitting much better than last year. And let's beat the fuck out of Seattle because we really need it. Texas is pretty hot. It reminds me of the hot streak we were in beginning of the season last year. But we'll see how Texas lasts. But yeah. Let's see.
We'll see, man. That's all we can do right now. So, all right, brother. Well, you have a good one. We'll talk to you when they play Seattle.
All right, man. See you
so
later. Bye.
You got it. Later.
Bye. Yeah.
All right, so that's super right there. Now we go to the next line. It's the Halo Honk line.
What's going on, my brother?
What's up, Randy? How you doing?
Oh, man, I think you know exactly how I'm doing today.
Just because the A's lost don't mean you're doing good.
Oh, I'm doing fun. Check it out. First of all, I want to toot the horn of Logan O'Hoppe, and I told y'all so, because this motherfucker is the real god-darn deal.
Yes, he is.
At his age, the leadership that he's showing, it's off the charts. And It's like somebody mentioned in the comments that he came in on a day off during spring training to catch Anderson in order to get a feel for the guy. I mean, that ought to tell you everything you need to know about this kid. He's a gamer. He's here to ball out. He's here to play. He's here to be serious.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love the kid. And that's like I told you, Todd, and I'm not even mad he's wearing number 14.
You know, I saw several players. I mean, like Marsh did it with Anderson. I really thought that Anderson's number should be retired. Today you saw Tyler Anderson wear Chuck Finley's number, 31,
right,
which should be retired as well. I mean, and then you got today, like you said, Socha's number's 14. How long was he here? I mean, there's just certain numbers. I'm a numbers type guy. We're not the Yankees, but we should have some more retired numbers. Obviously, if Trout didn't grab 27, Guerrero should be retired. Erstad should be retired, but Ohtani got 17. So it's like some of these players are screwed. I'm just wondering, because of how we are as a fan base now, if someone has the balls to grab 36, how many ruffled feathers are going to happen because of that?
Well, you'll piss me off.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of Angel fans who are very, very loyal to Weaver, and I don't care who you are. If you're like the next Mike Trout, if you grab 36, I'm going to be a little bit mad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's just certain guys that you just don't wear. And it's like Salmon. I forget how many years ago and who the hell it was wore number 15. And it's just like, whoa, what are we doing here? Even as a franchise, I mean, if it's not retired, I mean, there should just be a precedent. It's like, hey, you're not wearing that goddamn number. I don't care who you are, where you're from, and what you're about. You're not wearing that goddamn number here in this goddamn franchise. No, not with these colors.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. And real quick, since I have you on the line, Martin says Suzuki influences O'Hoppe. You agree with that?
Suzuki influences O'Hoppe? I mean, I would hope so.
Because he's still in the organization helping out in that capacity.
I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. Suzuki was, I mean, he's a damn good catcher. I mean, we just happened to get him at his old age. I mean, can't fault Suzuki for that. I mean, boy wanted to play ball, and we gave him a chance to.
Yep.
But as a mentor, God, I hope so. Oh, I hope we all freaking hope so.
Yeah,
because he's got a offer. Suzuki was a student of the game. He loved this game. I mean, it was
like 16 years of catching.
Yeah, I mean, it was all about baseball. So I mean, he's a smart guy. He's an influential guy. I mean, that's why they kept him around. I mean, that's why he's still around.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
from Cal State Fullerton with a little bit.
I mean, I would hope he has all the influence in the world on guys like O'Hoppe, because I mean, if that's the case, look what it's doing. I mean, keep it coming.
Yeah, I agree.
And if I can insert a little something before I forget.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I just talk about the night and freaking day difference in the plate discipline with this club?
Yeah.
Like, my God, Todd. I mean, these guys are taking pitches. They're walking when need to. They're not. There's no launch angle. Well, there's a little bit with Ohtani, but I mean that.
and Trout. But you're going to get it with guys like that because that's just who they are.
Yeah.
But for the most part, guys they're taking walks, they're getting on. We still got to work on guys with in scoring position. That's still an issue, I think. But it's still early in the season. That's going to hopefully progress as the days go on. But I forget his first name, Staines. Can you help me out there?
Staines or Thames? Marcus Thames.
Marcus Thames. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What a blessing! And I'm not trying to get preacherist or anything here, like you're religious or anything, but what a damn blessing, dude.
Well, yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, dude, he's a credit. You got to give him credit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The thing is, you saw a difference in spring training. Last year when Nevin came over, he brought that New York mentality. He brought that East Coast toughness, and you could see the team change in mentality. The pitching changed and everything. The hitting was like last to start conforming, which didn't happen until September. But with Marcus Thames in here, you definitely, like you called it, they have better approaches at the plate. Look, Renifo hasn't gotten a hit yet, but Renifo's looked like a star in all 3 games. He's worked walks, he's gone on base, he's done whatever he's sacrificed. He's doing good, and the hits will start coming with him. Believe me.
Absolutely.
He had that nice home run against the Dodgers in the last warm-up game. So, like you said, you don't want guys like Fletcher. That's why I still see a problem with Fletcher. He's still swinging stupidly and wildly up there. He's not trying to just have a level swing. The pitchers know that they could throw him up in the zone, head high, neck high, and he'll swing at it and fly out. He needs to get the pitchers to start lowering the ball a little bit and then hacking at the ball, hit more line drives that way. His swing isn't fixed yet. But as far as everyone else's approach that we've seen so far, even Brett Phillips, they're coming up there with very nice swings, working the pitches, and like you said, they're not trying to hit the home runs, and you could tell there's a different vibe on this hitting squad because of that.
Absolutely. And while we're on the subject here, let's go ahead and toot the horn of Gio Urshela a little bit. Dude's a gamer.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm 100% with you, brother. As a guy coming off the bench, I absolutely 100% feel totally fine. Hey, Rendon wants a day off. Hey, Gio's available. Okay.
Yeah.
Not going to miss a beat. Not going to miss a beat, dude.
I totally agree. Walsh comes up, needs a day because of headache, put him at first. Renifo needs a day off, put him at second. Why not?
He's a professional hitter.
Yeah.
That's just what in Gio Urshela. He's not gonna blow your pants off. He's not gonna light up the world. But you know what? He's a professional hitter. He's gonna be consistent. And when you call on him, you can count on him. And that's, you know what? And I'll go a step further. That's a Phil Nevin kind of guy. That's a Perry kind of guy.
It is. And look for those guys to go off against Seattle. I think Drury gets it going. I think Renifo starts to get a couple hits, and then we'll see a guy like Urshela get more playing time and show you why he's so valuable. And how about Ward though this series? Ward wasn't trying to, he just took what you gave him, and that's why he looks so solid up there at leadoff. That's what we've been missing as a team for so long. Is a guy that, okay, I'm not, if the home run ball's there, I'll take it. But if not, I'm just going to get on base and flare one out to left field. And that's what he's been doing.
Well, you're playing the Oakland A's. Of course, you're going to give it to them.
All right.
Hey, they got good pitching. They got good pitching. I'm just saying.
But check it out. You know what? And credit to what Ward has dedicated his offseason to. And it's also a credit to the end, and I can't remember his name. He's a former Fresno State teammate. Which I believe is also a hitting coach up here in the majors, I think. But he works with him every offseason. And from what I heard, or if I read correctly, a few Angel players have also worked out with this individual this offseason. And Taylor is on record saying he credits all the success he's been having these last couple of years to this individual's regimen that he puts him through every offseason. Well, and I'm on record saying that, and big Fresno State fan, go Dogs go, fight Dogs fight, baby. Yeah. But, Taylor Ward comes off that same team that Aaron Judge did, and Taylor Ward was just one of those guys that, you just looked at like, okay, if he gets drafted, you know, he may have to change positions. He's not going to shock the world.
Mm-hmm.
But what he's turned into, I'm gonna go on record right here, right now on the Todd Fox Postgame podcast. This is a Silver Slugger All-Star in 2023.
Ooh, that's two big predictions, man.
I mean, he is just putting together. I mean, he is just turning into a God Lord professional hitter right before our eyes, man.
Yep.
And it's a credit to how he dedicates his off season and the mindset that he puts forth every time he goes out there. I mean, Taylor, if you're listening, from one, you know, I'm not an alumni, but from one Bulldog fan to an actual Bulldog, I love you, brother, and I'm so proud of you of what you've become, dude. Because holy crap!
And there's
watching that kid, would have never thought, dude. It's crazy.
So now we have Randy's what is it called? Man crush for the day.
Oh, you know I love Ward. But my man crush this year is on Logan O'Hoppy, man. That guy just steals my heart. I'll just say that right now. But hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'm gonna let the other callers come in. But hey, make sure you all check out our sponsor at 714 Tickets. You get 10% off your purchase, 5% cash back, and it puts you in a monthly drawing for a free jersey, courtesy of Halos in the Infield. So check them out at 714 Tickets. 714 Tickets. 714 Tickets. Hey, Todd.
Uh-huh.
That's what I wanted to hear. I love you, brother, and I'll see you on the other side.
You got it, man.
Go Angels.
Go Angels. There you go. All right, that leaves the line open right there. Oscar says, Dodgers lost today. A great Sunday. Also, Trotta here says this team is 2-0 since Rendon grabbed the A's fan. There you go. Also, Taylor Ward is a clutch factor. He sure is. Let's get to some of these other ones here on YouTube. Wanker can suck it. Oh, I think I know who this is. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd. It's the Big 20 Hammer here.
What's going on, my man?
So, my friend today told my parents I was having the party tomorrow, and now I can't have it because my friend snitched on me.
Does your friend listen to the show? Because that's you kind of blasted it on the show the other day.
No, he doesn't listen to the show. He doesn't even watch baseball.
Oh.
He just ratted me off.
Well, that guy sucks already. So go ahead.
That's the bad news. But the good news is, I got super hammered last night and off Coca-Cola, and I ate some ice cream, and that made me more hammered. And I was hungover this morning. I'm going to do the same thing again tonight because my parents are out of town. Oh yeah.
Jeez Louise. Are you one of those guys that goes to like the donut store and gets those donuts with the Rice Krispies on it or the Fruit Loops?
No, I don't go to that stuff. But I just like have a good time, and I go to parties a lot, and I just have a good time and drink Coca-Cola when my parents are out of town, and just party and watch Angel games, and yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. Well, just don't get too plastered, okay?
I'm not, but the Phillies just tied it up with Texas, and we could be in first place if Texas loses today because our division lost today. So I'm like, come on, Phillies, help us out and make Angels first in our division today.
Yes. Well, let's all get hammered and celebrate the Angels in first place in the month of April.
After the weekend.
All right,
we
man.
got Sweet Mariners this week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big series coming up with Mariners.
All right. Well, with that being said, I'm going to get super hammered tonight, and I'm going to be listening to music in my living room and watching naughty stuff, and yeah.
Okay, man.
So tomorrow night when we win, and hopefully we'll see what's up for tomorrow night. But go Angels, and I'll talk to the show tomorrow night.
You got it, brother.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Okay, there we go. So that was Big Hammer right there. Clutch hitting is the key to success when other players in Otani need when they're not stepping it up. Martin likes the background noises. Big Hammer, stop getting hammered. James Malou checking in with big win today. Hell yeah, it was. Have a good night, Mapadingo. We got another call. Okay. It's the Halo Honk line.
Yeah, calling from Catella High School.
Uh-oh, it's the home of the leprechauns. Hello?
No, Catella Night.
Nah, it's leprechauns. But Rally Chris, how you doing, my man? How'd you like the win today?
Even though it's only April.
Oh, okay. Hey, hold on, Jason.
Get our hopes. Yeah, get our hopes up, and then all of a sudden just crap the bed.
Well, I mean, look, they took 2 out of 3. Some would say that's a victory, but I would love to have had a sweep, and that should have happened. But hey, it is what it is, man, and you got to move on. Now we got to take out Seattle, man. I would like another Rally Chris special of a 2 out of 3 against Seattle.
All right, well, now I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna start doing the posting and everything again.
Okay, yeah, because we got to get you on the move because you've been kind of quiet, man.
Yeah, I've been posting a bunch of TikTok videos and everything, like the highlights videos and everything.
Okay, that's good. That's good. But
I don't know if you saw my post and everything, but talking about roughing the outfield, Curtis posted a tweet.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, big old apology and everything.
Ooh, I got to take a look at that because that guy was very what's it called?
I sent it to you on your text and everything.
Okay, I'll check it out because that was very, very anti-Semitic. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, like a lot of people are saying, like on Twitter and everything, that it's fake. He's probably just lying and everything.
Yeah, they lost like over. I think Martin's been sending me the numbers on that. They've lost a lot of freaking followers. So, yikes! So that's not good. But what is it? Jason says he can't stay long. He's at the Winter Nationals and having a pastrami at the Hat. That is like one of the best pastrami sandwiches out there, by the way. Not that they're a sponsor or nothing, but damn, they got good food. You been to the Hat before, Rally Chris?
Nope.
You got to go. By the way, are you going to opening day?
No.
Oh, we got to get you some tickets too, because we're gonna figure out something here to get our monkey boy to the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rally Chris, let me get to some of these comments, man. Thank you for calling in and keep it up the good work. Check out Rally Chris on TikTok for Halos in the Infield. He's over there posting videos and other stuff, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes, sir. All right, brother.
Go Angels.
Go Angels.
Whoop the Mariners' ass.
There you go. You got to beat up that little kid up there, too. Just kidding.
I even heard of. I ain't even seen him on TikTok. I mean, on Twitter anymore.
See, the rivalry continues. All right, Rally Chris. You have a good one, man.
All right.
All right, later. All right, that was Rally Chris. Let's see who makes the schedule right now. Wanker can suck it, Mateo says. Jason says they fell in love with the Stassi defense, which isn't right there anymore. Adley Rochman considered a rookie still. They have to keep him up on the roster, I believe, and he has to play a certain amount of games. Jason says because if the Angels' schedule, they would not be playing on the day off. Jason says also Ohapi is a rookie of the year, the only rookie in the roster. Yeah, he is. Squid's offense is non-existent. That sure is right. And also the Doyers did lose today. As move 7-7. He says it was a great freaking day. Defense better than average, but Squid's offense, when you're batting 130, it's ridiculous. Exactly. You can't bat your own weight. You don't deserve to be in the league. Fernando says it was Jason Castro wearing number 15. HK47, Rye says, should be retired too. 47 is a nice number that a lot of Angels did not wear. But he was an all-star for the Angels for a long time. He was a great player. Should have won a championship here. Jason says mentor, absolutely. Influence is a big word. We're talking about our boy Suzuki being an influence. Ohapi was already a good catcher. Maybe pitching Suzuki or picking Suzuki in his ear helps. Also says Curtis from Rocks in the outfield just tweeted an apology. Let's see. I was saying that too. The plate discipline is much better than last year. Cowboy says better players in the lineup also helps. It sure does. Jason says, Fernando, in your town, we need to set up a First Texas versus Halos in June. That would be cool for you guys. Marty says, thank goodness Squiddy Poo is not in our radar anymore. Production at the bottom of the lineup is nice to see. Exactly. He was an albatross down there. Dylan checks in with also the M's loss, so hopefully we can keep them cold. They're 1-3. And remember, Cleveland has a very – Ohio. Ohio has a really good pitching staff, so I think the Ohio's pitching kept that Mariners hitting down. Rye says, I love Fletcher, but I believe it's going to be a down year for him since he's a bench player this season. That's the type of thing I agree with Rye, because he's a guy that needs to be a creature of habit out there every day so that he can get into a good little or get out of the funk and also get into a good streak. And I don't think he's going to have too much of a chance with the production that they could have out there already. If nobody gets hurt, I don't see him making other than late inning replacements and maybe starting once, maybe twice during the week, depending on matchups. I really think he's going to be on the bench a lot more because, look, even they said in the offseason, Fernando brought it up. I think Randy brought it up on a show. The team itself, the organization is not high on Fletcher right now. And even, one of our guys also said he has like the lowest WAR and all this other stuff. And as far as, swinging, he's just not a productive player right now. Jason says if he can become an elite outfielder, which Ward has the chance to be in a Gold Glove in the outfield, it's very possible he could be an all-star. I agree. That wasn't Randy. I didn't hear from an F-bomb. Also, Marty was looking for an F-bomb. He's been doing really good. So a great take on Ward, Randy. Jason says, I'm working on my language. Yeah, he did a really good job. The leprechaun is in the house. He sure was. Also, Fletch is going down and Soto is coming up. So I would love to see Soto, but I would love to see Soto start. I think Soto's another one of these guys that has to play every day. Let's see. Also, we got the Warriors cowboy hat because they're using that temporary because they're up there in Warrior Land, even though they've moved from Oakland to San Francisco. But we will see a new home run celebration on the homestand. So I'm pumped up for that. I'm hoping it's something very original because, I don't know, I think it was Boston that had the shopping cart, or they have the shopping cart. I think that's really cool, but we definitely need something different. What we think about Jacob Lamb, been a fan since back in the day. Can he bounce back? DJRWC says. Lamb's a decent player. He's a veteran. He can get hot. He doesn't have to be the man like if he were on Arizona, or not the man, but a pretty big fixture. He's a solid hitter. He knows the strike zone pretty good. His defense is pretty decent. So I like Lamb a lot too. He can fit in with this roster, but as long as the overall team is hitting around him, I think we'll see some good things from Lamb because he'll get some pitches to hit, because obviously you're going to avoid the turnaround in the lineup because getting to the first, because again, Walsh comes back, all these other players come back, there's just more options. And Hunter Renfroe is is mimicking Trout, having a slow start through the first 3 games, but he'll get it going. And hopefully it's in Seattle, and you get more and more of these guys that can hit. I'm very pumped and very high on this hitting squad that the Angels are putting out there every game. And when Renifo and all these guys start getting hits more, I'm telling you, that's just going to flip it over to the power guys, and you're going to see more and more RBI chances for Rendon, Trout, and Ohtani, things they haven't seen in a couple years. Guys getting on base in front of them, especially Ward. So I'm looking for good things. Jake was yelly, in my opinion, before the injury. Not quite yelling, but there. Oh, okay, got it. He'll be a decent fit for this team moving forward. I think so. Let's see. Surfboard on wheels, home run celebration. So he's calling that. Fletchfax probably isn't happy about Fletcher not starting. That is true. Fletchfax is probably miserable right now because his boy's not on the field. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes moving forward. But the Angels get a big victory today. They win 2 out of 3 against Oakland, and we'll see what they do against Seattle. We're going to get the back end of their rotation before we hit Luis Castillo, which in the finale is going to be an amazing, amazing pitching matchup. I don't know if you guys saw, but in the opener for Seattle where they won, I think he pitched a shutout, and he took one off the back of the head, too, like a comebacker right off the back of the head, and he's tough as nails. He stayed in the game. Now, that was a dude that I really wanted the Angels to get up until 2 years ago. Before he got traded to Seattle, we were preaching on this channel, dude, we got to get Luis Castillo or Sonny Gray from Cincinnati, and both those guys wound up getting traded, but obviously not here. Am I pissed that we don't have them? Not really. I like the addition of Anderson. I like that Sandoval's turned into a 2, and obviously Ohtani's the GOAT at number 1. But you got other pitching. You got other pitchers in this farm system, aka organization, that can light that halo up just like any other pitcher. I think Castillo, they got to pay him a lot of money, so the guys we got in place coming up and through the pipeline, I'm very, very secure with them, and I'm hoping that they can pitch really good moving forward because we do have a good squad here. I think this team's going to do big things moving forward. So with that being said, I'm going to jump off here. The Angels take 2 of 3 from Oakland. We will see you guys when they play Seattle. I'll be here on the post game. Hopefully everything is linked up right with Instagram and YouTube to where we don't have this problem again. It's a problem on my end, so if you're not able to hear the phone calls too much on Instagram, I apologize. We would usually have a bigger crowd on here too, but you got WrestleMania and then you got the sucky feed on my end, so I apologize. So we'll have this squared away soon, but before we do, 714 tickets, 714 tickets. I'll say it one more time. Abbreviate Halos in the Infield when you go to ticket purchases on 714tickets.com or on your app. And you could put in the promo code HITI, which stands for Halos in the Infield. That automatically gets you in the running for a free jersey, courtesy of us and 714 Tickets. Plus, it gets you 10% off of your set purchase at that particular time. And it gets you 5% back on your next purchase. All because you put Halos in the Infield, a.k.a. HITI, in the promo code at 714 Tickets, and they don't charge more than what the tickets are valued at. So no hidden fees, no service fees, none of this bull crap that you get from other brokers. It's not the same with 714 Tickets. So that's our sponsor, and that's what we do here. And this has been Halos Infield. This has been Halos in the Infield on a Sunday.